Hi there, and welcome back to another episode of Van Life with Daniel. I was supposed to wake up early to go snowboarding today, but I stayed up really late last night trying to get last week's video uploaded and scheduled, so I didn't go to bed till about 2. We're at a hiking trail right now, so I'm going to go on a hike. We're actually near Red Rocks here in Colorado, so never been here before, and I wanted to check it out in the meantime while I'm waiting, because we're going to try to do some night skiing at Keystone today, and also try to camp up there in the mountains. Alright, I gotta get my hiking shoes. Alright, they should be in here somewhere. Oh, it's such a mess in here. Here we are. Do I really need hiking shoes for this? No, I don't, but I bought them, so I might as well use them. So I know in my last video I said I wanted to get more active, and that included running and, well, going to the gym more. I want to do more hikes, and since it's not really that cold here right now, I could get a lot of hiking in. So that's another thing I'll be doing. With it being so nice out today, I guess I should have expected it to be kind of packed. Also the fact that we are in Colorado right now. Today is December 21st and it's 56 outside right now, so definitely taking advantage of this weather. So I've also got my hiking backpack here, which again is not necessary and definitely overkill for something like this, but guess what? I got snacks in here. And it does have like a water bladder too, but I don't really feel like filling it up and then having to figure out how to dry it out in the van. We'll figure that out in the summertime maybe. Yeah, I got a jacket in here just in case I get chilly. Let's go on our hike. A little muddy here. That's okay. I think what we're gonna try to do is go all the way down here, down Red Rocks Trail, and basically all the way to the amphitheater. It's supposed to be about 7 miles. I think that's round trip. We'll see how long it takes us, because it's currently 12:30 right now. It's pretty crazy how much of a difference in temperature the shade makes. It is very noticeably a lot cooler here. Whoa. And it's also slippery too. All right, well, it looks like we're about 2 miles into our hike so far. Got a really cool view of the valley down there. I am getting hot. I think we got about a mile and a half more to go, and then we'll be at the Red Rocks Theater. Or in the parking lot, I think. I'm not 100% sure. It's a pretty nice view up here. You can see Red Rocks over to my right. You can see downtown Denver, or at least the buildings poking up over that hill over there. But it is a beautiful day. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I think it's time for a snack. I brought these Hawaiian rolls with me because my little brother bought them when he visited for Thanksgiving, and well, we didn't finish them, so Wow, look at this rock wall. That is so sick. Looks like they got some trail work going on over here. Well, I found another map. It says we are right there. And we went all the way from here to up there. That's where we're parked. I think I'm gonna go all the way down here to Red Rocks, and then I'm gonna take the easier route back to the van. Yeah, guys, don't do that. I feel like maybe they're leaving it there for like park cleanup to pick up. Just, you know, take it with you. Not like 500 feet away, there's a trash can right there. Don't be a turd. Pick up your poop. Red Rocks Amphitheater is just right over there, and honestly, I don't really care to see it that much. The rock formations are much more impressive to me personally. But it's almost 2 o'clock now, so I think I'm gonna head back because I want to make it in time to do some night skiing, which I think at Keystone is only from 4 to 7. It's already 2 right now. I am taking the easier route back, and I am going to go straight back to the van, so it should only take me an hour and a half, something like that, yeah. And it'll be an hour to get up to the ski resort. Hopefully there's not too much traffic going up the mountain. I don't think there should be. And we are back. Well, that is 7 miles on the new hiking shoes, and hopefully many more to come. I think we're gonna keep these in the box so that all the dirt stays inside the box and not in my van. All right, well, now that we're done with our hike, it's time to go snowboarding. I think I gotta hit up the Walmart first on the way there, so we can pick up some groceries for dinner tonight. So we're gonna do that first, and then hopefully we can get some laps in. We are at Wally World, and today we're going to be having a creamy potato soup. So I got some ingredients, but most of them I don't have, so we're going to pick those up right now. All right, well, we got all our ingredients. I don't really pay for bags usually, so. It's getting kind of late. Gotta throw this stuff away and try to get a spot out there because night skiing closes at 7. And it is 4:17 right now. Get our refrigerated stuff in the refrigerator. Well, I think that we really need only a couple things actually. Yep. Let's get buckled up and get to the mountain. The silence is slowly killing me. Are you gathered up to teach? Have you had enough of mine? You've been good, busier than ever. We resort. They got all the lights on. They're ready for me. Yes, sir. It's 5:18 right now, so probably gonna have maybe a good hour and a half. It looks like there's plenty of parking, honestly. Employee parking, family carpool, river run gondola lot. Where am I going? I do not see anyone on the runs. I mean, I know they got the lights on, but are they really still open? Alright, well, we should have just about an hour, I think. I didn't take any time to film myself getting ready because it usually takes me a long time anyway, and filming just makes it take longer. It's about 6 right now, so let's see how many laps we can get in before the lifts close. And it's not very cold out. I think it's like 29 or 30 right now, so it's pretty nice. And here's hoping it's not too icy.
Daniel?
Yeah.
There you go, man.
Oh, thank you. Mind if I hop there?
Find the space. Take care, man.
Yeah, you too. Have a good rest of your time here. Wow. I forgot I was messing around with my bindings. I've got them both at 0 degrees, which is extremely uncomfortable. I don't know why I thought it would be good, but it is not. Yeah, conditions aren't too bad out right now. The gondola was so dark. I tried to film in there a little bit and it just was not coming out. All right, practice switch side. Ah, my God. Well, that goes to show you how good I am at that. I think you guys already know this, but I'm not really the greatest snowboarder. 7 p.m. Looks like the lifts are closed. I did not. It took like 20 minutes just to get up the lift. I think. But all right, let's head back to the van. Pretty sure the parking lot actually closes at 2 a.m. before they will like kick you out. Like free parking is when that ends. So I think I'm actually just gonna go cook over there and then find a place to camp on Loveland Pass after we're done eating. Okay, come on. Taking off the boots is never fun. That one wasn't too bad actually. So yeah, as far as I know, I think like overnight parking, because you can pay for overnight parking here, but you're not allowed to sleep in your vehicle. You're not allowed to camp, which is whatever. But it's only like just a little bit past 7, so I should be able to cook and eat and then find a camp spot on the Loveland Pass, which I'm also not too sure about the legality of that, but I've done it in the past, so we'll see. Since we're at a pretty high altitude, I'm gonna go ahead and put in some kerosene in my diesel heater. Because it's supposed to burn cleaner, so it'll help the heater from getting damaged. Because I think base of Keystone is like 10,000 plus or something like that. All right, that should be good, I think. I think I'm just gonna go with the jacket off for right now. I don't really feel like changing out of the bib. And it's also because I'm starving. So let's start cooking. I think I mentioned this already, but we're having some potato soup, and that is gonna hit the spot. So this recipe should be a one-pot recipe, I believe. At least that's what the instructions say. So we're just gonna get our pot out and hope that it's big enough. Otherwise we might have to shrink the recipe a little bit. I think that's everything we need. And yes, I do have Legos in my dish drawer. Don't judge me. I don't know why I bought those. Because I do not have room for stuff like that in my van. So first thing we're going to need to do is get some bacon and cut it up and throw it in the pot here and let it cook. I can already tell this pot is too small for this recipe, so let's try halving it because I don't want to end up with soup that doesn't fit. So we got 4 pieces of bacon there, will do. We're just gonna take our food scissors, cut these up. So we're just going to toss all the bacon in here, let that cook. We're just going to chop up an onion here. It says a medium-sized yellow onion. Of course, since I'm halving the recipe, it should be half an onion. There's actually quite a bit still. That's okay, we like onion. Ooh, I'm feeling that. My eye. Should be wearing my ski goggles for this. Like, no, seriously. Ooh. It's so bad. Can you guys see that? Alright, let's check on our bacon here. Still cooking. Alright, so now we're doing 3 decent sized potatoes, because the recipe says about 2.5 pounds, which would be half that bag, but we're doing half that, so these just need to be peeled and diced. So I'm very happy to have my sink here, so I can do this. 1 down, 2 more to go. Bacon's looking just about done, if you can see that there. So what we're supposed to do is take the bacon out and leave the grease in the pot. I suppose we can just plate it. Ooh, but that looks so good though. Oh yeah, these are perfect. They'll cook a bit more in the soup. Now the next thing that's going to go in is 3 tablespoons of butter and half an onion. So actually 1.5 tablespoons of butter, but it's still in my fridge. And since we're opening this up, might as well throw our bacon back in here. Get our cheese out. We're kind of at an angle right now, so I actually can't leave the fridge unstrapped or else it'll slide out on me. Alright, so we got butter going in, which is what I think 1.5 tablespoons. And then our onions, which we did half the onion. And we're going to cook that up in our bacon grease, so that's really healthy. The onions are pretty much done cooking here. You just really only want them to be kind of tender, which obviously you can see here because they're getting transparent. Now we got to add in some garlic. I kind of just have the pre-packaged garlic in olive oil, so it says 3 cloves. Of course, we're halving the recipe, so I'm really just eyeballing it. That was way too much. Oh. Let's try to get some of that back. Okay, I think that should be good. Oops. This smells amazing, by the way. I'm just gonna let that sit for like 30 seconds. And we got some flour here in our pantry. You can see that. We're supposed to use 1/3 cups of flour. Probably want to take this off the heat for a second. I don't know what's half of 1/3. Well, 1/6, but it's about 5 tablespoons are in a 1/3 cup, so we're gonna put 1, 2, and kind of like a half one. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I really don't have anything to stir this with other than a spatula. You can see that's already making it thicker. Alright, now we got our diced potatoes going in, which I am very glad that I did not cut up more, because this is already going to be it's already going to be quite a bit. Diced potatoes are in. We're going to need a cup of milk. It says 2/3 cup heavy whipping cream, but we don't have a 1/3 cup. Oh, check that out. My half cup has a 1/3 cup measurement. Sweet. Chicken broth. It's supposed to be 4 cups. Of course, we're halving it, so it's going to be 2. Oh. Well, this soup is getting big. I am very glad I have this recipe, because it would not have fit in my small pot. We need some pepper and some salt. It does give measurements for these, but I'm just going to kind of give it one of those. Hit it with a little bit of that. And call it good. The recipe also calls for ancho chili powder, but I couldn't find any at Walmart, so honestly I'm not too worried about it. It's more of just for taste, so. But if you're making this at home, you'll want to have that. I'll leave a link to the recipe down below, because again, this is not my recipe. Just something I found on the internet. This is going to be so good. It smells so good in here. I wish you guys could smell this. So now we're supposed to just let this sit here, bring it to a boil, and let the potatoes get tender, soft, and I don't know, depending on how you do it, it'll probably take about 10 minutes. I'm going to work on cleaning up my cooking area in the meantime. So the recipe actually says to take out half of the soup once it's boiled and the potatoes are soft, and put it in a blender or use an immersion blender to blend some of the soup and then add it back in. I didn't want to buy an immersion blender. I do have my little portable blender up there, which would probably work, but I don't know if I want to risk dumping out hot soup all over my hand. All right, well, we're gonna try this. I've already got some in here. I'm just using my cup to take out some of the potatoes. Just doing it over the sink. And we're gonna try to blend this up. Didn't fully read the instructions for this blender, so I'm not really sure if it's okay to do hot things in it, but we're gonna give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Whoa. I think that worked. Oh yeah. Maybe we don't need an immersion blender. Our little blender has multiple purposes. We can use it to blend anything, not just make protein shakes. And then all we got to do after that is just add the bacon in, put some sour cream, cheese, and top it with some chives to make it look pretty. Alright, well, I got some chives here that I chopped off camera, and also a block of cheddar, which is going to be for our toppings, and then I left a little bit of bacon so we can throw it on top and make it look nice. But looks like I forgot my cheese grater at my parents' house. We're going to do our best to kind of slice up some cheese here by hand. Alright, well, everything's just about ready. We'll see how well we can plate this. Or bowl this. I don't really think you can say that. This soup smells mighty fine. And just top it off with some chives. That looks freaking amazing. Wow. But that is our potato soup. That looks amazing. Not to pat myself in the back or anything. Well, first bite, and I'll tell you guys how it is. Actually, it's probably way too hot. Oh. Wow. Okay. I'm not even lying. That is so good. Especially right now. Oh man. I'm definitely making this again. The only thing I will say is actually I think some of the potatoes are not 100% cooked all the way through. So maybe you should have blended it more. I mean, if you like your potato soup like completely creamy, then of course you could use an immersion blender. Maybe when I become a professional chef, I'll buy myself one of those. But this is good. This is good. Look at that. Steaming. Yeah, the potatoes aren't bad. They're not like crunchy, but they're not as soft as I would like them personally, so probably let it simmer for longer. Or yeah, just put the whole thing in a blender if you want it completely creamy. I need to get my language lessons in before midnight and before I lose cell signal up here in the mountains. For those of you that don't know, my mother is Mexican and is fluent in Spanish, but I do not speak Spanish very well. And then I've also been dabbling in some French and German as well. But I got a 150-day streak. We're not trying to lose it. Dibujar.
Música.
Música. That was not hard to finish. I'll just put it that way. I think we need to get out of here because it's 10:20 already. It's like all fogged up and frozen on the inside though because we were cooking in here, so that's something we got to deal with. Gonna have to let that thaw out for a minute. All right, well, I suppose that is enough to be able to drive safely, I think. We've got our little passenger princess there, soup that I don't know what I'm gonna do with yet. We're gonna go find a place to park. All right, well, looks like we've gotten ourselves stuck, so we're just gonna call this home for the night. Because well, my GoPro battery died there, but I don't really feel like moving because I already drove most of the way back down Loveland Pass. And actually, the spot that I'm at is the same spot that me and my brother stayed at 2 years ago. Pretty much like the second or third night ever of doing like van life. And that experience wasn't so great. It ended up with us in the back of sheriff cruisers. I mean, nothing really bad happened, but it wasn't good. Tomorrow we're going snowboarding again, so I'm gonna head to bed because I want to be up early so I can get good parking. All right, good night, guys. And crossing our fingers, I do not wake up to a knock. Because not only would that be kind of scary, but also I'd probably have to move. And I can't move because I don't have tire chains on. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. Good night. Oh, that's bright. I actually didn't run the heater at all last night and only got down to 40 degrees. Wow, well that was much more of a predicament than I thought it was going to be. It took quite a while to get us out. Luckily, we had a neighbor over there, Mr. Renee, and he was kind enough to help us out, and then with max tracks and chains and everything, eventually we were able to get out. Apparently, I also lost my brush that I use for cleaning this off, and it also has like an ice scraper on it. So I'm gonna have to stop at Lowe's and I guess pick another one of those up, because I can't find it. I must have left it at a ski resort. But let's hope there's still parking, because it's 8 a.m. already. Dishes washed, protein shake made. Now it's time to hit the mountain, even though we are a lot later than I wish we were, but it's okay. It wasn't meant to be. So I'll show you guys one more run here in the morning, and then I'm signing off. It was way too hot today, so I'm going back to the van to put some of my clothes away. Well, I'm gonna be skiing pretty much the rest of the day. I might even stay for night skiing because I need to get some practice in because I'm pretty terrible. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I could really use a haircut. I'll catch you guys in the next video.